Sonder. The realization that each random person is living a life as vivid and complex as your own.
All right, I'm all set up. I'm good.
You ready? All right, so we're gonna start off with introducing yourself, okay? But I'm gonna start off with a little story because it happened last night and shit was crazy. All right, so last night I fell asleep, right? If you don't know, they changed my schedule from 6 to 2 instead of 8 to 4. Fucking sucks. But that's not the story. So I had to try to sleep early. I fell asleep like at 9:30. And I had a dream that I was kicking a soccer ball. And I turned around and I kicked the fucking wall. And my toe said, and till right now, it's like extremely painful.
Is that why you're limping?
You probably. It just hurt. I kicked the fuck out of the wall. I think I was taking a penalty. And I said, and I woke up and I looked down and I saw like my foot like shaking from hitting the wall. That shit sucked. Y'all ever had that?
Nah, that sounds painful for real though. Probably because you were like still kind of awake, but like trying to shut your body down.
Yeah,
Your body's like, nah,
I just like woke up like in pain but laughing. You know when you like get hurt and you like laugh.
Yeah.
And then I just knocked out. I was like, I'm just gonna go back to bed and deal with it later. But yeah, so my toe hurts.
Nah, hell no, that sucks.
Yeah, but today we have here JoJo, one of our close friends. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is JoJo. I am 26, originally from New York, and I moved here about 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago.
Isn't it 5?
Yeah, it's about to be 5.
That was longer.
Yeah, I think it's been a while.
Yeah, it doesn't feel for long for me, but doing the math and everything, yeah, at 5, really great experience.
Yeah, you miss it?
Yeah, I miss certain things like subways. You know, we can you can transport without taking a car, so you can sleep anywhere you want. The train, the bus.
Oh, like sleep on the way to work or
Yeah,
something?
that's what I used to do. Man, it was great. It was really great.
Did you feel safe sleeping on subway train though?
Fuck it, bro. You just.
Born and raised, bro.
Yeah.
Born and raised in New York. You just used to, as soon as you leave the house,
It's
you
an
feel danger.
instant, bro. It's people always tell me, and they always be like, "Oh, how do you wake up like when it's your stop?" It's just an instant.
Yeah,
you just wake up the minute those doors open. You open your eyes and dip.
Nah, that's understandable.
So
That's crazy. Like your subconscious, like listening for your exit.
yeah, pretty much. I would never I was always listening to music, so I really didn't know. I would just feel the train's movement, like.
So where would you travel to? Where to where?
So I would travel usually it would be from work, from home to school, and then after I finish school, it would be the same routine. Take the same train, work home to work.
But like what areas?
Oh, so I used to live in Queens, and then I used to work in like downtown Manhattan, which we call it the ass of Manhattan because it's like near Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
So where all the Asian people are.
And how long would it take you?
About 50 to 50 minutes for the train ride.
That's a good ass nap.
It was a good ass nap. Oh, and also it depends on the time. If you would get lucky enough to get a seat, because usually the times.
So would you sleep standing up sometimes?
Hey man, yeah.
I mean, shit, you do.
It was a sport sleeping while standing up, because I see some people do it. They'll be holding the pole, and then they'll be sleeping, and out of nowhere, their legs just collapse, and then midway they were like catch themselves. But you can see that he's
struggling.
Fear in your eyes, and like,
oh shit.
It was, and then struggles, and then you have to be careful with your surroundings as well. Like make sure like no other like suspicious things going on, because people
What's
like
the craziest thing you've seen at a subway?
Okay, so it wasn't at a subway, but it was at a bus stop. We were in middle school. I remember because we came out of school and we were waiting for our bus, and then there was like 4 of us, and then I remember one of my friends pulled out an iPod Touch back when those came out, and he pulled it out, and then some guy we knew he was from high school because he was older and taller. and he comes up and he pulls a knife in front of my friend, like in front of him in broad daylight, in front of the bus stop, and he says, "Give me that." And then there are the three of us. We just stood there in shock and did nothing, while our fourth friend stand there and got robbed in
Damn.
front of his face, and everybody saw it in the bus stop. Like they looked at us and did absolutely nothing. So that was one of the craziest moments I had. Like, damn, this is real. You gotta be careful what you buy, because
Like, don't be flashing it
Yeah,
out.
you
Like,
Yeah.
showing
keep it in
yourself
pocket
off.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
I remember I used to have a LG phone, a touchscreen too. I was like, it was already like in a case, buckled to my belt. I was flashing it out. I was almost home until one of the high school that was near my house kids started following me too, and I was like, I messed up real bad. So we got to like a small corner where it was empty, and he ended up robbing me. And I said, I have $20 in my pocket. I'll exchange you for the phone for $20. He thought about it, and he was like, all right. So I lost my allowance that week just to keep my phone.
Damn. And is it crazy coming here to Texas? Like, you don't have to worry about that?
Yeah, it is crazy because here, like, man, you're
People
scared.
be flashing everything.
Yeah.
Bro. They flash it on their truck. They put stuff on their car, and it's like,
You just got to be careful where you park then,
yeah.
because I seen some wheels get
Yeah, of
get
course.
stolen, and man, them wheels are expensive.
But I guess, like, here, you don't have to be secret about your iPod. I don't think.
Nah. They
Yeah,
don't care.
I don't think anybody will just rob you like
Yeah, that's
in
crazy.
front
Like,
of
pull up in front of
everybody in broad
everybody,
day.
like, yeah, it's
Not
crazy.
not in most areas, at least down here.
But it's a whole different experience here, which I kind of like. So
It's a little more calm.
it is calm, quiet, peaceful, and cheaper. Well, yeah, cheaper. But
What else? Well, what are some other like?
Yeah, what are some big differences from moving?
so
Because you were over there, you've only been here 5 years, so you were over there for what, like almost 18?
well, 19. Because whenever the twin towers fell, that 1 year I was here for that 1 year,
And then you went back.
and then I went back. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
So you were in on it. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, so that's why we moved over here.
Get-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The weather here is really, really crazy.
Yeah.
During when it starts like the climate changes, I get really sick because my body still isn't used to like one
It's a
day.
quick change.
Yeah, over there back home, we will actually have all 4 seasons in one day, too. We will actually go through the 4 seasons throughout the year, but certain years where like certain days we actually feel all 4 seasons in one day. That's why there's like memes out there like you're not from New York if you don't experience certain things in the city. So
That's crazy. No, it doesn't snow here as much as it does over there.
whenever we had that snowstorm here, what was it, last year or 2 years ago?
I think it was 2 years ago now, right?
Was it?
I think it was 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
that
2
was
years ago.
honestly. It was like a dream come true. I was like, damn, snow in like 4 years.
Because you haven't seen it.
I never seen it. Yeah, I haven't.
But
It's
in
been
New
a while.
York, you did.
Oh yeah. Also, when it rained, like snow, when it would snow, like how we did here, back home, they would shut everything off. Like school, there was no school that day for like probably a couple of days until the snow melted. You could call off for work because your excuse was like, all the trains aren't working right now. So it was.
Yeah, so most people take the train, so they're just like,
Yeah.
well, we might as well just shut down. That makes sense.
So it was.
So over there, if it was like 5 days of bad snow, you had to make sure you got everything before, because everything would be shut down, right? Like stores
Pretty
and
much,
delis and stuff.
yeah.
So you had to like prepare.
Mm-hmm. You would have to. Sometimes, or people would literally just like wing it. They will clean their area because their car would be covered, so they go outside, be with the family, and usually the guys would be the one shuffling, shoveling, the snow away, and it was a hassle just to like get the car out of the snow. You would drive, reverse, because the car would like slip, and it was a pretty fun experience too.
That was fun.
Yeah, seeing just the cars like burnt tires on snow.
I think we haven't seen it until that one day we were walking up to CVS.
Yeah, and that car trying to get up
And
the
that
hill
car
and
was
couldn't.
trying to get up
Yeah.
this hill by our house. It would go up.
And they would just slide down
all the way back down.
Yeah, there's a trick. There's always a trick to that too. And people, of course, people without experience don't know how to drive. They just think floor it and then we'll go. But no, you're just losing traction.
What's the trick?
Yeah, we get a lot of black ice down here though. That's why that happens here.
I mean,
we don't know how to deal
the
with
thing
that
you could
crap.
do is just hit the gas slowly, like let it creep up. You know, you just can't floor it because all you're gonna do is just spin.
And it starts sliding. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So food.
Don't get me
What are
started
the
on
staples?
food.
Because one of the staples of New York I hear about, I know you don't eat because you know it's against your beliefs and all. But what's with this bacon, egg, cheese?
Oh man, okay. So it was a thing, and I don't know if it's a thing now. And it was cheap back in when I was there. So people would normally get their breakfast in the morning because it would be a bacon, egg, and cheese with Arizona for like $3. Yeah, it was a really
Bacon,
popular.
egg, and cheese like sandwich
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would either
and the Arizona
Yeah.
for $3. Damn.
people
That's
would
pretty
get it.
cheap.
$3
That's pretty-
for a QT or racetrack sandwich. Now.
Yeah.
You would people once you said bacon, egg, and cheese, people would always assume it would be on a roll. It was like a bread. Or people, if they don't want it on a roll, they say specifically on a bagel.
Oh, on a bagel sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything bagel, sesame bagel, they got it. You name it. That was one. And then the lunches, like after school, it would be like 2 big slices and a can of Coke for $5.
Pizza?
Slices of pizza.
Yeah, slices of pizza. That was a deal. And you can also get, like in the city, certain spots, small pizzeria places, they sell you a slice for like $1. Yeah. It wasn't great, but I mean, it
It filled you up.
it filled you up. Yeah.
What pizza down there is like more mom and pop shops, or is it like y'all have Pizza Huts and Domino's?
Nah,
and all
there
that
was
shit everywhere?
more mom and pop shops than Domino's and Papa John's and Pizza Hut. Yeah, like I think Little Caesars wasn't a thing after like I moved here. Cause it was still like a little. It was growing up, I guess, and like Little CC's, we don't have that over there.
You don't have CC's over
I
there?
never heard of CC's over there until I moved over here.
Worst decision you can do. If it's cheap.
It used to be $3.99.
Oh, yeah.
Whole buffet, $3.99.
Bro, and there was a pizza where I live at. We always get a pie, and I think it was an 18-inch pie for $13.
And
Pie
pie is
18
pizza.
inches, like
Well, when I mean pie, it was like a whole big.
18 inches, like what? A large, extra large?
It will be
What's
like
that?
a large.
Okay.
Yeah, for $13, and the slices were actually pretty big and decent. So, I don't know how it is over there right now, but when I used to live over there, yeah, it was really good.
All right. So, would you ever move back to New York?
Nah, that's a tough. Nah, I don't think so.
No.
No, because rent over there is like expensive. I have friends who live in their apartment, and man, they pay about almost $2,500 for like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in the projects.
Damn.
So it's the cheapest ones you could find is like probably like 13 with 1-bedroom, 1-bath. But that's also living like in the most dangerous parts where nobody wants to live.
Yeah.
So you have 2 choices: either start hustling and live safe, or you don't. You test your luck and see if you live another day.
Damn.
That is pretty wild.
Paying $1,300 to live in the projects.
And all you hear is gunshots every night, and the smell of drugs, because that's basically what it is. Like projects is all you ever smell is just weed, and you never know.
All right. Well, shit. So, if somebody was going to go visit, where would you tell them to go visit?
Well, it depends what kind of what they saw that they were interesting. For example, I would tell them to go visit Manhattan because Manhattan's a really big city, and there's like a whole different like cultures. So uptown would be more Hispanic, Middletown would be more like the rich part, and the lower town would be more of like the Asian wise.
Yeah, like Chinatown and stuff.
Hmm.
Where would you tell them not to go?
I would tell them the Bronx for sure. Uptown Bronx.
Uptown Bronx. Don't ever
Don't-
go to Uptown
Don't
Bronx.
ever go to Uptown Bronx unless you have a death wish. But yeah, the only reason you would go to Uptown Bronx is called City Island. It's for like great seafood.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only time you would ever want to go there.
But like you go eat and you go back. That's it, right? You
Yeah,
ain't sightseeing.
yeah.
nah.
There's no sightseeing. Nah, just either you drive over there, you take the bus straight up there, and just walk out real quick.
Even taking the bus is dangerous over there.
Hell yeah, bro! Just waiting in the bus stop, and it's like creepy because you never know what guy might be looking at you and ready to rob you.
So just take a flip phone and pull it out.
So what's with that mentality of like people would just watch you get robbed and not even like why is everybody deciding I'm just gonna mind my business?
So it's just how they are. That's why I thought about it really hard too, but they really made a sign that says if you see something, say something. They really had to make a sign because people were really like mind their own business. They really wouldn't care. It got to a point where like tourist people would go and ask people who lived in New York, ask them questions like, oh, hey, they would pull up the map and be like, how do I get here? And then I can see that they would just give them faces or they would just walk away and not say nothing, which if it feels kind of bad because you're just asking a question because they don't live here.
Yeah.
But that's just how we are. Or sometimes we're cruel. We mind our own business.
But that's because that's the way to survive up there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Pretty much, yeah. Mind your own business and stay out of trouble. So, being nosy sometimes gets you in trouble.
So when you moved to a state here where everyone's nosy and doesn't mind their own business, how'd that feel?
Oh, man, I feel great. I remember...
That's very interesting to hear.
Because, I mean, it's true, right?
Yeah.
Like, here in Texas, everyone be asking, like,
All up in your
everybody,
business and shit.
I guess, what do they call it? They call it Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Like, is that a real thing? Moving from over there to here, like, people are nicer, people are more willing to help.
It did. It went, like... It changed, like, the way I saw it with people. I was like, people in Texas are really nice. Like... I would go to the flea market and they will try to make conversation with you, or you will go like in a restaurant and they'll try to crack up jokes, right? And back home, you go to a restaurant, you
They
get
say, what you want.
what you want,
Aight.
yeah, that's it, yeah. And here I was like, oh my god, wow, these people are really nice. I told my parents like, hey, I think I might like it here.
So what was your first experience of that? What was the biggest thing you remember when you first moved down here that was completely different from New York? Was it the weather, or did you go to a restaurant, experience something? Like, what was it that made you realize, like, I'm not in New York anymore?
I think it would be the gas prices.
The gas prices?
Gas prices, yeah. Because back home, I leased a car, but I wouldn't really drive it. I would only drive it on the weekends because the weekdays I would take the trains. But I would only fill up with like probably like $40 every 2 weeks.
$40 every 2 weeks?
Yeah, but because
I guess now it's around that price, but when you did come here, it was like way cheaper.
Yes.
Like $15 a tank.
Yeah, when I had a 16 Civic and they would like fill up with like $21 for a whole week. But that's because I would use it every day.
Yeah.
Compared to like when over there. But I mean, still $40 for 3 weeks. It was pretty a lot.
Yeah, here it's
just
like
using
$15 for 2 weeks. At that time, of course, with the Honda Civic.
That what really got me the most. And like I said, the people here, they're really like generous and caring.
Over there, did you talk to your neighbors or nah?
Nah, hell
Nah?
no. See, that was another thing too. Whenever my parents got the house, my mom and we have neighbors that we interact with. We've been friends with them for about more than a year. Mm-hmm. And and even to like, there's the other house that's right next to the neighbors that we talked to. There's this old guy. I don't know his name. All I know is I pull up.
And he says hi.
Yeah, he raises his hand and I say hi, and that's all we do. I don't know his name. He doesn't know mine, and he's just that's all we do. Say hey.
And in New York, it's not like that.
Nah, New York's not like that. Hell nah, man. It was reckless over there too. Like it got to a point. Like, do you know the fire hydrant?
Yeah.
People would open those just in the summer just to have like a pool party.
Oh, the hydrants. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just water flowing
Yeah,
everywhere.
just wire flowing everywhere. It was
I
illegal
always
to
see
do
that
that.
in movies, but yeah.
It was illegal to do that. Like the police will come up, but they will like call the firehouse to come and show up to close it. But man, it's not, I'm not trying to be mean or like profile, but then Dominican people, bro, they be
They build different.
they wild, bro. Yeah,
So there's a lot of diversity of the two then, like a
Yeah.
lot of foreigners.
yeah. Where I lived at, it was more Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and then where I went to school in middle school, there was more of Guyanese, Trinidadans, and Indian people. Yeah, there was a lot. I had all types of friends. So throughout my high school, all my friends were like Dominicans.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with the first question then. What does happiness look like to you?
So
at what point in life, or what do you have to have in life for you to be like, I'm happy? Is it having your own house with a big fence or two-car
Just-
garage?
for me to be happy, it would be just one day to have my own home, and my own home where my own room where I can like set up my own DJ setup and just mess around with it whenever I want. Cause now since I don't have space and I don't want to be blasting the whole house with my 2 speakers.
Yeah.
But that's happiness one day for me.
Okay. So just having your own area, being able to
Yeah.
do your own thing, that's what happiness looks like. Okay. And I guess, when are you the happiest? Is it when you're DJing, or when are you the happiest?
Whenever I'm happiest is when after a long days of good hard work. So like for example, like since I work with commission, and I get paid by how much hours I make. After a long week of me knowing I made more than my 40, that's really like coming home to like a good paycheck wise.
Okay. So you're like money
Wise,
mindset.
yeah.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a happy person?
Yeah, at times throughout the most of the week. Yeah. Monday and Tuesday, maybe not, but the rest of the week, yeah.
So what's wrong with
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesdays?
Monday and Tuesdays.
It's Mondays, bro. You know, everybody hates Mondays. It's the first week. It's technically a Sunday, the first day of the week, but you know, Mondays is when you go back to work. You start realizing you got to go work. Then there's traffic, and then it's so far away from Friday, from payday, bro. It's just, you know.
So what you're saying is, don't mess with you on Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Any day after that,
You
That's
good.
fine. Yeah, pretty much. It's like I have
So
Monday.
Wednesday, you're like, we halfway there.
We have it. Yeah, you get like I give it my all. I give like 75% on Wednesday, and then 25% on Thursday, and whatever I have left on Friday, just big chilling.
Okay. All right. So Monday, Tuesday, you work the hardest.
Yeah.
And that's why you're not happy, because you're just trying to get it all knocked out.
Yeah.
No emotion. Just plug in
Exactly.
and play.
Yeah. On Mondays I push hard. That way on Thursday and Friday I don't have to work as hard as because I already did on Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right. And then, was there ever a time in your life where was there ever a time in your life where you knew you weren't happy and something needed to change?
yes. So this was the time where it was the last year before we moved here. It was back home. My family decided to start a business, and of course, me being the older son, I wanted to join and help them. But it got to a point where like it got really, really bad. Like we had problems with the restaurant because we weren't making enough profit, and then we had our problems with my mom's side of the family. So that was a time where it was like really, really bad for me.
And what changed, or how did you change your mindset, or how did you tackle that?
Well, technically, I didn't know what to do at the time because I was also like going into financial debt because I wasn't working as enough. I was more putting more work into my family's restaurant
Mhm.
because we weren't getting paid. But I did wanted them to like succeed.
Yeah.
But they came up with the solution that we should start a new life and sell everything and move to Texas. So they gave me the option to either come with them here and start a new life, or stay over there and make my own life. Because they gave me the option. I was like, I guess I'll move to Texas. I don't want to be here by myself. Because I also didn't want to talk to the rest of the family.
Because of the trouble that was
Yeah,
going
because
into
of the
this.
situation, and it would make my mom cry, obviously. So that's what really got me too,
Yeah.
seeing my mom cry.
So you're just ready to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so all that you went through and living in New York and all that stuff, sure you went through some hard times. What's some advice that you would give somebody who's looking for happiness? Someone who's, you know, trying to, like, they're not at the best part right now.
So I would say try to find, because this also with work that worked for me back in 2019 as well. Just find something that you really like to do and keep yourself busy. Like, because the more you keep yourself busy, the less you think about stuff, and then the more active you are, the more you start to forget why you were
even sad in the
upset in the
first
first place.
Okay.
Yeah,
So don't let it catch up. Keep
Pretty
yourself
much.
busy. Find
Yes.
hobbies.
hmm
Okay. All right. And do you have any quotes or maybe something somebody told you that gets you through a rough day?
Damn, I thought about this really hard, and I can't find any really good quotes
No.
right there. I'm not really a quotes guy.
No.
Mm-mm.
You never had maybe your mom or dad tell you something that just stuck with you for the rest of your life?
Hey man, but it was a time where like my parents would blame me because of how I was back in the day until they realized that the school system wasn't like, like perfect. Because at the time when I was younger, and until this day, sometimes I joke about it to my parents, but I know they're just messing with me. Like they always call me like burro, which means
Burro?
like donkey.
Like donkey?
Yeah, they would always tell me that. Well, why you always gotta be like a burro? I was like, man, I don't know. I'm not a school person, but I make it up with my really hard work. So
Yeah.
I really impressed my parents with my hard work. But for school, I passed with flying colors, bro.
You did good in school then?
I have passed with flying colors. That's all I gotta say. I passed. I passed. I graduated, but with flying colors. I passed. That's all. That's all that mattered.
Do you have anything you tell yourself then? Like you at like when
What's
you
your
feeling
motivation?
down, like you look in the mirror and slap yourself in the face.
What
like,
do you
yeah.
think about
Yeah,
on Monday and
Yeah,
Tuesdays
like what
to
do
get
you do to
through
pick
those
yourself
days?
up?
Oh yeah, man. I always think about like since I've been really like watching really old movies. For example, as I grew older, I started watching more like Harry Potter and Star Wars. And since I really love Star Wars, I just tell myself like, this is the way.
Oh,
No,
the
like,
Mandalorian.
The
This is the
Mandalorian,
way.
yeah, like the Force is with you. Like, just you can't let the darkness win.
Okay.
So, and then that's why I always stay busy. Like when people text me, I'm like, "Where you been?" It's like, man, nothing. Been working, busy. That's all I ever do.
I mean, it's part of being an adult too. Got
I hate
bills to
being an
pay.
adult.
I think we all do just a little bit at times.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like if you went to school in Texas?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah. I always wonder. Like, damn, what if I started my life here? I would have had like been what like how can I say like the experience you guys experienced.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have been there to see and feel the excitement you guys get, the stories you guys say. Sometimes because I'm just here and I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. Like I wasn't there to experience it,
Yeah.
but I think my life would have been a whole lot different.
Just watch High School Musical, dude.
Oh God.
That's exactly like legit. There's a scene in High School Musical where everybody in the cafeteria has a different crew. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
You had your civic drivers over there. You had your music people over there. You had your football people over there. You had your arts and theater people over there. And in the middle is just a bunch of random people.
I just wish that I went to high school here. That way I could enter like a sports team.
There was no sports over there?
And my high school, we were like the rated, I think it was 13 or 14 at the time, the worst high school in the district. Like, we've been on the news more than like 7 times. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Riots. Someone.
So they took sports away?
Yeah, they took sports away. They took our bathroom privileges away. That's how bad it was, yeah.
So what? Yeah, just
Yeah,
wait to take a
elaborate
piss or
on that.
something?
Yeah.
Huh?
What do you
Piss
mean?
in a bucket or
I just don't piss.
you at school for 8 hours a day?
So
What do you
you
mean
really
don't
needed
piss?
to go to the restroom. What happened?
Hold it.
For 8 hours?
Or, screw it. Go ahead and take a no.
What do you mean?
Elaborate,
taking
yeah,
that?
yeah.
What happened?
Explain
How do
this,
you
bro.
take?
Okay, so first of all, this all started because of the riot, because we got a new principal. All because she wanted to add scanners in our high school.
It was that bad? 'Cause
Yeah.
y'all needed metal.
The metal detectors.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Then it turned into a whole situation because people didn't want to enter school because of the scanners, because they would take our phones away. So people ended up, half of the school ended up skipping. And honestly, I was one of those people. I'm not going to lie.
So you weren't there for the riot?
I went there for the riot. No, okay, so the riot was the next day.
Okay.
So then I found out that one of my friends pushed, they called her penguin because she walked like a penguin.
She was a teacher?
Yeah, she was a teacher. She walked like a penguin, like from Batman.
Yeah.
So someone pushed her down the stairs, and then that was a whole situation. After that, it was like, we're taking your bathroom privileges away. The principal. And we're like, everyone got all mad. Like, what? How is this possible? And that's how the riots start. If you look it up on YouTube, the video is still there. So
What do we look up? I want to look into this
Just
later.
look up Mary Bertram High School riot. That's it. And it would tell you the guy that one of the kids said that, yeah, someone pushed a teacher down the stairs, this and that, and we were bad. Well, the kids in Mary Bertram were bad. And what was crazier was our high school was literally right next to one police plaza. Like the headquarters of yeah. And we just didn't care. We just said.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
Taking bathroom privileges away?
It was bad. But
So they legit just didn't let y'all go to the restroom?
nah, for that one day. It was just a one day. I don't know
okay.
why.
I thought you meant
Yeah.
this is routine at school. Like you can't
it
go
was
to the restroom.
It
Like
was just a one day thing.
they ain't got a hall pass one at a time. Like they just locked the door on
And then
y'all.
after that, what happened?
After that, everything calmed down. I guess she took the metal detectors away, and people started coming to school again. And
But what were people sneaking into school that y'all needed? Like
man,
knives and
burst.
guns or
There was at one point someone bought a gun, a Glock, entire school, and someone snitched on them. And there was at one point someone bought a machete. Yeah, I don't know how, but I heard stories of it, and man, we were bad.
Did anything ever happen like crazy in the school, like shootings or anything?
Nothing
Just
but
a bunch of
just
fights?
For fights, right? If we had a food fight too, I'm pretty sure all high schools had a food fight.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, so that, and then I remember one of my old friends as well. He put it's pretty nasty, but I remember because he told me to. He put a condom, a used condom inside that teacher's that they pushed on the stairs inside her coffee.
What's wrong with this teacher? Why
They hated her for. I never had this teacher, so I really don't know how she was. But I heard stories that everyone hated her. I forgot her name, but I only remember because she walked like a penguin, and they hated her. Put a used condom inside her coffee. It was bad,
That's pretty disgusting.
and no one told her anything. But she drank it until she realized.
Of course.
She realized that there was a used condom in there.
Did she ever quit while you were there?
Nah, she didn't. When I was there, no, she was still there when I left high school. So, hopefully she retired now, cause she was pretty old too when I was there. She can barely walk.
This is crazy.
Being older, I feel bad for the teachers because it's like You're just a normal
we're
person
shitheads.
going to work every day, trying to make a living, and you're fucking with these little shitheads that are trying to ruin your day as much as possible.
But then again, why would you enter to a school that's one of the worst high schools in the district?
I mean, somebody's got to teach.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
You gotta know
Somebody's
it's
got to
for the
have hope
future
in these
youth.
kids.
That's true.
I mean, you have to.
For real, yeah.
You really have to, you know?
Nah, at that point, if you're in high school and your grades are low,
But if everybody thinks like that, then we all just give up on them.
Then y'all not going to learn nothing.
We got a school full of dropouts now.
That's true.
hey, half my class dropped out. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I was one of the people that made it. Flying colors, but I made it. I made it though. I made it.
That is pretty crazy though.
I don't think we ever had anything like that. We
Nah,
never pushed
not
no teacher down the
yeah,
stairs.
not
put
nah.
no condom
I
in
mean,
their
I
coffee.
saw like a dude tackle the principal and they kind of boxed for a little bit. But
Our
like
principal got
pushing
punched in the face. They
a
broke his
female
nose.
teacher, pushing a female teacher down the stairs, that's next level, bro.
Also, we had
Down the stairs too. That's deadly. That's like,
Yes, I
bro,
said.
that's too.
You could kill
that's
that woman. You
crazy.
could seriously injure.
we had a guidance counselor teacher too. She got fired because the principal found out that she used to be a modelist back in her younger days. So her Playboy covers, pictures were all over the internet. Someone figured it out, and then word got out, and she got fired in like the very week or so.
That's kind of dumb.
But I mean, that was her past life. You know,
That's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
like
That's kind of dumb.
so it's not her fault because she said she wanted because we talked about it too, and that was her two careers. And as she got older, she
So what I'm taking from a lot of this is what motivates you every day is you think about the shit you came from. You're just like, yeah, nah, we
Yeah, I
ain't
don't
going
wanna
back to
be-
that. Yeah, we're not
I
going,
don't
we're not
wanna be
returning.
there.
Yeah.
I look at the past, how I lived in New York, and the people who live here. I was like, I'm trying to be like them.
Trying to be a
Understandable.
little more calm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
And I'm telling you, I mean, our teacher got punched, and the principal got punched, and they broke his nose. But
They get pushed down those
yeah,
stairs.
he came like the next day with a face mask. But I think that's I honestly don't. Other than that, it was just a bunch of dumb shit. But
Yeah. My school had a bunch of fights, but we didn't need no metal detectors to walk in through the door.
it was bad. I remember that it was always that one friend in our group that they will always go, that will always check in the school, because we will always wait for each other at the top of the train station, and that way we will all walk together to school. And as soon as like someone makes that face, I was like, all right, whose house are we going to today?
Y'all skipping?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was a pretty bad student.
It seems like from where you were from, I think I've talked about this before. People become products of their environment. It happens. So I mean, if you're in that and that's what's around you, and that's what you're constantly seeing every day, like it's bound to happen, bro.
One way or another.
It's kind of like it's what you grow up learning, is what you know at the time, you know.
Why do you think people stay in New York? Well, in the bad parts.
Money wise, it's always because they can't like afford
Afford
To
to.
leave.
to leave. Yeah.
So I do hear a lot about like people need like 2-3 jobs, and that's for like minimal living down there.
But to get a car over there, if you have a car in New York, it's a luxury thing. It's not a necessary, because not everyone has a car over there. And it's not like here. To have a car is a necessary.
Yeah.
Over there, now it's a luxury. So when you have a car, people think like, "Damn, you're rich.
You got money, yeah.
You got money. You're doing something that everyone should be doing." But nah, man, it's just wild.
That's crazy. So what do you connect with the most? Like, what's something that I guess you connect with a lot? Something that, how would you explain it? I'm throwing blanks right now.
I guess like passion wise was something that like
What's something that relaxes you? Something that when you're having a bad day, you just
Oh,
what's your zen spot?
music. So I listen to all types of music, but country. I tried country and I can't.
You live in Texas now.
So I know, but there's probably like 2 or 3 songs that I really like. But other than that, I can't do country. So that and dancing, the typical Hispanic songs. That's what I
Okay.
like to do. So it's rare for me to dance, but I mean, I still got some moves in me. I kind of rusty because it's been a while, but back home,
What you usually dance to?
cumbias.
Cumbia?
Yeah, I love cumbias. I would listen to cumbias every day, all day if I could, because I listen to all different genres too, like the Mexicans, Colombians, Argentina, from Peru, Ecuador. So I just like their beats.
You can tell the difference because the language is pretty much the same. right?
Language is Spanish. It's kind of different, but you can tell. I mostly can tell by the beat,
It's from the instruments they use and the sounds. Okay, that makes sense.
because the Mexicans, they mostly sound like a choo-choo train.
That sounds right.
So that's easiest way to identify. Yep, that's Mexican cumbia.
So this is a little backtracking too. How old are you in New York before your parents are like, your ass is taking the subway to get to school?
Oh, okay. So it just depends on the parents on how comfortable you feel. I started walking to school on my own when I was 13.
It's like middle school.
13, yeah.
What, 7th, 8th
13,
grade-ish,
14?
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I always live kind of like 30, 40 minutes from school for some reason. I don't know why.
See, that's something here in Texas too. Like you out
Yeah,
of
but
you
it's
out
high
of
school
district. Like you're
Yeah,
not
you
going
have
to
a
school
high
over
school
there.
every like
Well,
5-10 minutes from you.
Back when I was in school, I don't think that was a thing yet. Yeah, like the district, no. I realized that it was a district after like my baby cousins, they started going to school cuz they wanted to go to school with where the second oldest cousin went, but the district they were like, "No, you live here, so this is the school
school
that
you go to,
you're
yeah.
assigned." So I was like, "Damn, back when I was in school, you could literally go wherever you want."
And then your parents just give you subway fare money, or
No,
like,
so
how does that work?
the school gives you, depending on where you live, the school will give you a Metro card.
Okay,
So the Metro card works either you get a full fare, or they give you, or like you can only pay half. You put in half, and then the school puts half. So back when I was there, I don't know how much it is right now, but it was $275 to enter the train or bus. So if you had, I think it was an orange card, Metro card, you had to pay half of $275. But if you had a green one, then the school really had you covered.
that's pretty interesting. Because all we got was either you get free lunch or you don't, or you ride the
Yeah,
bus.
that's how our lunches worked. So, they said depending on how much the parents make,
Yeah.
you would either have to pay half for the lunch or get free lunch. I don't really know how it works. Never really.
Yeah, I was never eligible to get free lunch because my parents made too much money.
But that's cool. Yeah, school system is a bit more elaborate. Like you're trusting kids with Metro cards and all this other
Just a
stuff.
kid to
Like,
choose where to go to.
like, could you get on the train on Saturday with your Metro card as a student?
No,
and just,
no.
Okay, so it don't even work.
And they gave you a separate Metro card for Saturday only. Yeah, so that will only work Monday through Friday, school days. Because imagine people would like.
Yeah, I mean, if I
take
had a
them
student pass to
and
get on the train, I'd just be going places for free. Like, what the fuck?
people flip them too. People like, oh, $50 for this Metro card. Yeah, bro. I remember people would do that.
And check all the students for their cards.
Damn.
All right, we can go back to the next question. I was just thinking about that. I was like, there's a lot over there that I need to connect the dots with. All right.
That's a lot. What are you most grateful for?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is most everyone's answer, but my mom.
Okay.
Because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be like here living in Texas, having a whole different experience, and living a better life than I was over there. Honestly.
So it was your mom's idea to come over here, or
Both my parents.
both your parents?
Yeah, because my dad had the only reason why it was easier to move here because my dad's sister lived here.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So you're grateful for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what are you committed to? What's your main goal in life?
Just to get a house, to get a place on my own with like 2 cars, and then like I said, a room on my own to just to blast music and make some beats. which I'm still waiting on Vontae to pull up. But
Let me know when you get your house. That makes sense though. She just wants stability, be able to
Yeah.
stand on your own too.
Yeah, okay. Who inspires you?
I really don't have no one that inspires me.
No,
No.
no Bruce Lee, no nothing.
Oh well, okay. There'll be a like Ip Man, like he was the one that
Yeah,
trained
yeah.
Bruce Lee, just to learn kung fu and have a body built like that. Bro.
Destruction.
Yeah, but
Body built for destruction.
yeah, that's a one.
But no, you don't aspire to be like. You don't ever see anybody and be like, damn. I
Or you don't
wanna
have
be
any
like that.
DJs or anything where like,
Well, okay, there's like what we call them sonidos. They're basically like DJs, but they basically play nothing but like cumbias at parties, of course. And people go to these big parties and just to dance. That's what I want to do one day. I guess one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
that's cool. I didn't know that existed. That's pretty
Yeah, because I seen
I
I
didn't
look
know that was a different name.
I look
But, I mean,
at
it makes sense.
well, because they're not DJs. They just play music, and all they do is just talk while the music plays.
I mean, it's still a DJ. It's different types of.
It's just
Yeah.
because they don't scratch and do nothing. They just play the music. They have the turntable, play it, and talk and give out like announcements like, oh hey, this guy is here, this and that, or So
And people still making a living off of it.
hey, man, yeah, they do. That's what I want to do one day.
So just chill, go to random parties and play music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's pretty chill. Okay, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
That would be. I think you gave it to me that one time. You said something where like,
don't throw me out there like that.
well, I was at
No,
my.
what is that?
I was at my hardest that time of year too. So you got me really thinking. It's like either you're gonna do something about it or you just lay there and do nothing. You told me something I can't remember, but yeah, it was one of my hard times, and you just. I was asking for help, and you were there, and it was that time when we were riding back in the car. And you just like
I always drive, so that's really hard.
yeah, I get it, but
but go ahead.
I was tearing, and he said either you're gonna do something about it or you're just gonna stay there and do nothing.
Okay, I think I remember that. It was a little more aggressive.
Yeah,
So you either
It was
gonna shut the
mean,
fuck
yeah.
up or you're gonna do something
yeah.
about
There
it.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Knowing me, it's more aggressive.
Yes. So that day, and I was like, damn, you know what? I ain't going nowhere if I just keep doing what I'm doing. So I mean,
I got in trouble for that.
you got a point.
Yeah, one of our female friends got mad at me for that.
But he got a point.
It
It's
works.
because
Yeah.
she was like, he's going through something. I said, he's been going through it for a while now. Like, he got to do something.
He from New York. He got tough skin.
He did, but nobody else understood. Everybody else wanted to baby him. I don't want when I'm going through shit. I don't want nobody to baby me. I want somebody to talk to me the exact same way that I talk to people. And I know that's not for everybody. That's why when some people go through shit, I'm like, I want to talk. I'm not gonna make it any better.
But it worked. I'm here. I'm better. Till this day, and no, SFO is always like, either get up or do nothing. Or I'm like, you got a point.
Damn, I did not expect that. But I do remember that. Wow.
It's a year I don't want to remember, but yeah,
Hey, you have to. So you never go back.
that is true.
You know? Damn. Look at me. Look at me. Now I'm playing.
I
Let me
don't
chill out before I get too big headed. What's the greatest risk you've ever taken?
all right, so that was moving here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
figured. I figured. that'd probably
Moving
be
here
the
because,
answer.
like I said, my parents gave me the option to move here, and I was like, damn, if I move here, I gotta start all over again, make new friends, gotta get used to the environment here, and I'm just like, damn. So I thought about. Well, I really didn't think about it. My mom gave me an option, and then like 2 seconds later, I said, yeah, let's go, because I really didn't want to leave my parents. Because they were also in a bad state. So I was just afraid that I wasn't going to make friends here, too. That was like, it's like, damn. What if I don't meet nobody over there? Because most of your friends you meet are in high school.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
So like you go to work. Sometimes you go to work and people sometimes don't want to associate with you because y'all just work buddies. I don't want to do nothing after.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a
'Cause
very
how
real
we,
thing.
That's
Yeah.
how we were. I was over there, man. Like I got tired of seeing my coworkers every day. It's like I don't want to see you after work. You're annoying. You're already annoying at work. But yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I guess that is a pretty big.
Because you're basically starting from scratch.
Yeah.
It's like everything
You
I
don't
know.
know nobody. You
been
don't know the
doing, I'm leaving
streets.
that,
You don't
yeah.
know.
Well, I don't know what it's going to be like, what I'm going to do. Yeah. What's
crazy.
life going to be like over there?
Yeah, it's different for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, probably scary too.
Having to
like-
adapt. How long did it take for you to get comfortable in Texas?
Probably a year, or like maybe 2 years. It was like after I met you guys. That's why I started to feel more comfortable. 'Cause, all right, now I have people to talk to, people to hang out with. So, yeah, because I didn't really meet everybody all at once. So I met like Matt, his brother, and then that's where I started meeting everybody else because of school. We went to the same school together.
Oh yeah, and then you started working at Grubs. And You met me and Jose.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, because we just sit in the office all day. Good time. But yeah, damn, that's great. So it took you 2 years.
To get actually
Was
get
it
comfortable.
hard at first?
Yeah, because like I said, you have no friends, nothing to do. So basically, all you gotta do is just go to work and come back.
Damn.
Go work, go home, and do nothing.
So you got a job like right away when you came?
Yeah, I had to because either that or
Where were you working at when you first came down here?
my dad and I we got hired at the restaurant they just recently opened up too. In Plano, it's called True Food Kitchen. We worked there in the kitchen.
Dang.
So, cause that's what I used to do back home. I used to work in the kitchen, and I used to waiter, busser. So I was in hospitality. So that's what I said when I moved here, people would be so nice to you. I'm like, people are actually greeting you without even knowing you. Is that a thing? I always tell myself that. I was like, I guess it is.
Yeah, dude, working for the city. When I walk out, later. Hey, see you later. All right, have a good day. Bye. And it's like 20 people you're saying bye to, and then you dip. It's like this is a real thing. So it's hilarious.
Everybody's a little cubicle.
Over there, remember as soon as they would hit that punchline to the clock out, people just clock out and just dip, without saying goodbye or nothing or that. Sometimes they don't even say, "Do you need anything? Do you need anything I do before I go?" Nah, fuck it. They just clock out and dip. They don't even care.
Is there
It
anybody
sound
that
like New York full
stood
of
out to
villains,
you,
bro.
like the most? Like, I guess somebody that is there anybody who you were like they won't make it in New York? Like somebody who's just extremely nice, and you're like, don't visit New York, please. Like you're too good.
I don't think so. I think
No?
everyone has their own like little attitude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think people, would make it over there because the
As long
people.
as you don't go to Uptown Bronx.
Yeah, as long as you don't go uptown Bronx, you're all good.
Damn.
But
Crazy.
I think everyone has their own like little set of attitude, so they would make it over there. As long as you go over there and you make them.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. Who was the nicest person you met when you got here?
I mean, do I have to answer that?
Why not?
The nicest person?
I mean, nobody's gonna get offended.
No, it's not nothing offended. I just can't remember.
Like, who's
Yeah,
the
remember.
meanest?
Can't remember the meanest. I mean, can't remember either. Really can't remember. 'Cause I know there's some people out there that we all mess around, joke around with, like, but
Look at Monte.
but. Oh, okay,
I
okay.
feel like you capping.
All right. First, I did feel pretty skeptical about Vontae at first because Because I felt like I was.
It's because you have unique characteristics that we don't.
No, it's because I was. I felt like I was invading his space
Damn.
after y'all got your own apartment. I was like, because I told Matt, I was like, is it cool? And Matt was like, yeah, it's all good.
You have to tell Matthew. Yo, is it cool that I walk into this guy's room? Nah.
It's like,
Imagine if Matthew would have been playing, be like, nah, don't ever walk in there. Like, how scared JoJo would have been.
Bro, I was scared because like
That makes sense,
I don't
though.
even know this guy.
Yeah, that
This
makes
guy's
sense.
already like, and then until I found out that I didn't come to an agreement, I was like,
He said, "Hey, this man moving in." I said, "All right." I said, "As long as he got money to pay rent, I don't give a fuck."
I mean, I did.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out.
Yeah.
You know.
We became best buds.
But I mean, you didn't know this about me, I don't think then, but like I've lived with a lot of people myself. So like I've been through it, so I was like, I'm not gonna say no to somebody who needs a
Vontae
place to
used
stay.
You said
You know?
used to crash on people's couches
Yeah,
back in
exactly.
the day, so.
Yeah, so like I understood like
But you didn't know that, so I can
sometimes
see
people-
how.
I didn't know Vontae because I told Matt, I was like, is he okay? Are you for sure? He's like, yeah, bro. It's all good. It's all good. You know
That's
how
how
he
Matt
is.
is.
So
though, yeah, that's how it is.
so you didn't talk to him until you
No.
moved in?
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't even see him until he was like bagging the door.
So y'all
like,
never gone out to eat? Like,
Nah,
no?
we didn't know each other at all.
Y'all went to Twin Peaks.
And then
every
we
day,
started
like
talking
cinnamon
to
apple.
each other. Yeah, we started talking to each other, and I was like, "Oh, you from New York? Oh, you like this music? Oh shit, okay."
We
I just saw the motherfucker every day, and it's like, "What's up, bro? What you doing?"
we kind of shared the same interests, and we were like, it went on from there
That's funny. That's hilarious.
until like I guess our worst mistake was ended up in Twin Peaks.
Damn, so I'm the meanest person. Me of all people, I'm the meanest.
Well,
didn't
no,
say- he didn't say you're the
I didn't say
meanest.
I know.
that. I just said at first when I first met you, I was like, yeah. I just saw the look in your eye, and I was like, oh, and I saw Matt.
What does that mean? Hold on.
Was I mugging you or something? Like, yeah, what does that
No,
mean?
you just gave that
Did
look.
I give you that look like, who the
Yeah.
fuck is this nigga in my house?
Yeah, like you didn't
You
say
give
nothing.
that glance like your name Tyrone sometimes. Like, what's that guy that Tyrone?
Yeah, it's like, the dude walk around.
It's super aggressive. That's funny. Now we need to ask
that is funny,
everybody what they first. Everybody we interview from now on, we're gonna be like, "What'd you think of Vontae when you first met
Yeah,
him?"
that's messed
That's
up.
That's, hey, you asked
because
for
Vontae's like the nicest guy ever, bro. And
or
it's,
he is when you get to meet him. You know,
That's
when you
a
actually
little
when you
hard.
know
you gotta
him.
get past those mean mugging eyes.
Yeah, I mean, never mind. I'm
Who
gonna
were
say,
you
that's not
scared
why
of
my
the
eyes
most?
are low
Like
half the
meeting?
time.
Was it Vontae?
No, it was well, like I said, I really didn't know Vontae, so I wasn't really scared because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a tough question.
Damn. I want to know all these. I want names.
Yeah,
Drop.
it's like you gotta
Drop.
drop them now.
Don't worry. We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep out the
They
names.
can fill in the blanks.
What was
from
the question again?
Say who was the scariest person you came up to out of all of like the friend group?
Yeah, like who did you meet and be like, I don't know, like I'm gonna have to work on that.
Who did you
friendship a
not
little
like
bit.
at first?
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah, that's a good one.
Nah, don't put me out there.
Yeah, nah, you
We'll
already-
bleep the
you
name.
already
We'll
out
bleep
there.
the name. We'll bleep it.
Okay. How about I'll bleep it myself? I just go like this person beep and
What?
This-
Then we won't know the name.
You gonna make us?
Okay, the person that I
we playing
really-
guess who?
yeah.
Not who.
Nah.
This is so interesting because you
Okay, so
you came in late.
When I first moved in, I thought I would.
All right, how about we do this? How about we do this so you feel a little better about calling someone out? Who is the meanest person you met, the nicest person you met, and the most intimidating? And the the nicest, the meanest, and then the one that completely, like you thought they were gonna be something, and then they completely ended up being something else.
You can't say me again.
Yeah, you can't
Unless
say
I was
Vontae.
already that last one.
The last one. I guess intimidating would be like Natalie.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that because I also thought she was pretty intimidating.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
whenever we first moved in, it was hard trying to look for a topic to get to know her?
Yeah.
Or what if she didn't want me living in there either?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, damn. So I till this day I think we're cool. I hope so. I hope so. Like,
We might be friends.
we talk and that, but during that time when in the apartments, I'm just like, she looked at me and I looked at her and I was just like, hey.
You're like,
Hey,
we cool.
like I couldn't figure out a topic to just to
Now we gotta interview Natalie next, and we
Yeah.
gotta be like, hey, JoJo. thought you were
Apparently
the
you're
most
intimidating. Yeah. Apparently she's
And
intimidating.
then she'll go ahead. I'm gonna ask her and be like, hey, JoJo wants to know if y'all cool. That's how I'm gonna start the interview off. JoJo wants to know. She's gonna be so confused, bro, because she's gonna be like, what do you mean? Because this isn't gonna come out until. But we should have them back to back. That'd be pretty funny. Like we have Omar and Flowers.
Yeah, that could work out
pretty
just fine.
and that one, and then I guess the nicest person would be Jose.
Jose,
I can
is
see
nice,
Jose
bro.
being
At first,
Jose is
at
so
first he's
nice.
really friendly, and I
Yeah.
see it whenever we go out. He's super
Because he's
friendly.
real talkative and like
Yeah.
outgoing.
He's
Yeah.
outgoing, but once you get to know him, is where you fucked up.
He take the mask off. you
So he's
saying?
the one who flipped around.
Yeah, like I fuck around with him too. Jose's really a good friend of mine, but at first, like he's really a good friend. Like,
At first.
Oh, at first.
Yes.
So he's not a good friend no more.
well, no, he's still a good friend. It's just like once you get to know him, you start fucking around with each other, you start cracking these jokes, and then you're just
And
like,
then you meet Cavazos.
yeah. You know where I'm trying to get to.
He get a little rough sometimes.
Yeah.
He get a little rough.
He get a little wild.
You get a
every
little
now and then.
wild.
That's
But
the old him. He a better man now.
Nah, he's still the same. We all still the same. We can't be playing that shit. ain't none of us changed. We all the same. All right, and who's the okay? So you said the most intimidating is Natalie. The nicest was Jose. Who's the meanest? What the-
no, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I can't name.
Who's the meanest? Who was somebody where you were like, man, I don't want to be around when they're around.
I don't know. Actually, I really don't.
Just say it's Gene. Everybody knows it's
Oh.
Gene.
Tell me why I was saying that. I was like,
Okay.
he better
I was
say
waiting
Gene. He
for-
better say Gene.
All right, I forgot about Gene. Yeah, because he's always like,
He's just real stern.
aggressive.
He's just real.
Yes.
He's just
He
real
looked the meanest.
straightforward.
Were you scared of him when you first met him?
yeah, because he looked like all big and brolic, and then he goes up to Shava and says, "Sup, bitch."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, I guess
We
it's
gotta
like
get Gene on here now, so y'all can know how he is.
because it's just the way he is, and with his beard, he's like, "Oh man, this is
Yeah, he looked like he's part of the mafia or some shit.
all he needs is a one of those."
Button-up shirt, the suit,
Yeah, fuck.
and he likes Peaky Blinders too. So
Yeah, but I guess those, and I guess the other nicest person would be for some reason Eric. That boy is like super nice, but super loud.
Nice for Eric. I don't
yo,
know.
that is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Because
if I
Eric's
put-
always nice to me, and he's always cracking up jokes, always laughing about the most.
He always.
He is a good
cracking
time though.
jokes.
He is a
Yeah,
good time.
but
So
But
he isn't another
nice.
person to be
Yeah,
around.
I don't know. Nice.
maybe because
It's
he's a
because you
little.
don't play Digimon.
It says maybe because Eric a little rude too, and he used to that in New York. So
Yeah.
that's the nicest.
Yeah,
Eric is nice. We'll make sure he hears that.
it's like in the middle.
That's
Well,
so
yeah, Eric
funny.
has those surprise moments where he's surprised, he acts so surprised, and he makes that little like sound. And sometimes people do that shit back home, like someone say something, and I'm like,
He's
oh,
super
no,
dramatic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
there you go. It's
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Not really, but he'll be happy to hear that. But hey, we all have our own opinion.
So then you basically just clicked with everybody pretty easily. You feel
honestly,
like.
yeah, I have.
Is it because we're not New York villainous assholes or something?
No,
like
it's
everybody was
like,
open to
y'all
like.
just have your own different personality, you know. Yeah. Don't like.
I think he's right though. I think we all are different.
No, that's for damn sure. Yeah.
but it's different compared to like back home. The environment, like for example, here for us, like in our, I'm talking about everybody in the group. Like not everyone likes the same thing. Like for
Yeah.
instance, soccer. You know,
Soccer, Magic,
Magic, yeah.
Digimon,
So
going
here
out to drink.
we all have our own specific groups. So like one day you can go out with them, or one day like you don't want to go, you want to do something different. Back home, I had all my friends were just into soccer, so that's all we did back when I was in high school. Like we would go to high school, and we were after work we would play soccer till like 2, 3 in the morning, and then just go home, do the whole thing again the next day. So my parents would always get on to me too. It's like, why are you coming home so late? It's not like I'm doing drugs, and you see me with a wet ass shirt.
Yeah,
I went to play
sweaty
soccer.
and stuff.
So yeah, but here you have like different themes you want to, or activities you want to do.
Do you feel
with different
like
people.
there's, I don't know, if maybe like the age helps, but do you feel like there's more to do in Texas than in New York? Like overall?
No, I think it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's parks, activities, clubs, pretty much like everywhere. Just like the environment, like I said, is different. Like the music here is not the same as over there. But I mean, you get used to it, and you start to learn and adapt. Like for instance, I would never listen to Tejano music. I wouldn't in my life, and my mom even tells me like, "Who are you?" I was like, I kind of like it.
So when did you discover your love for all that Southern chop and screw music? Was that in New York, or was that when you came down here?
See, that's when I came here, and I blame my coworker for that, because he be blasting that South Side, music, and at first I was like, who are these people? What the fuck are you listening to? But then I started to grow. I was like, so all I do is I start singing South Side. That's all I say is South Side.
I got in the car with this man one day. He's blasting UGK. I just looked at him. I say, "What do you know about this?" Like,
I guess my favorite person would be Project Pack. Man, I'd be blasting his songs and
I have no idea who that is.
JoJo, so he showed me how Southern he became
That's
with his
all right,
playlist. I mean, it's good. No, it's not a bad thing at all. I was just shocked because I know that's not New York's more with boom bap.
I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah.
All I knew was like Biggie.
But I mean, the style from New York is more like boom bap hip hop, right?
Pretty much.
Or like it's like a lot more lyrics, focus and stuff.
All right, whose face do you see when you hear the word love?
Give us that cringy answer because everybody else they always say.
Their love partner.
Nah, everybody else say their mama.
Their
Usually,
mom, their dad.
you look like you
Except
wouldn't let
me.
say your mama.
I'm different.
Well, I always see myself first
There you go.
Oh, we got
So-
two.
There you-
conceited. Why?
That's what I said.
Explain.
because I believe you gotta love yourself before you can love others.
That's
How
true.
are you gonna love other people if you don't love yourself?
That's true.
If you
My boy
don't, if
preaching.
you aren't you, how you know?
No, that's true. Self love is very important.
That's what I said.
Very
And then
important.
Flowers rolled his eyes at me. I was like,
It's
he
just
said,
the way
who
it
do you?
came
Because
out.
he said his mom, and then he said who? I said myself. Who?
Well, yeah.
If I'm not the pinnacle of love, I can't love nobody.
No, yeah. If you can't
Okay,
love yourself, how are you
okay.
supposed to love other people?
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
I always say that to everybody too. So,
Okay, last question. What's your dream destination?
damn, Japan. Loki trying to go to Nintendo World.
That
That
is a
should be
completely
fun.
different
That
answer
should
than
be
everybody
fun,
else,
yeah.
but that's lit. I didn't
Got
even
a
know they had a
destination,
Nintendo
yeah.
World.
Just trying to go to Nintendo World, bro.
Okay.
Trying to play with Princess Peach, browser.
Pause.
Pause. Trying to play with what? No, I'm playing.
Nah, I just want to see. It's like because I be seeing on TikTok, and man, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks beautiful. It looks
It
dope
looks
as
I
shit.
didn't even
Like
know there was
legit,
a Nintendo
legit.
World. That's crazy.
They
I
got
gotta
all
look it
kinds
up
of
now.
fucking theme parks and stuff that are just based off of.
Alright.
And all the vending machines. Apparently, you can get anything off the vending machines.
I hear that, but then I hear that's kind of capped too from people that live over there. I hear it's not as extreme as they make it out to be.
At least if they have something.
What do you mean anything?
I've been told before you can buy panties out of vending machines over there, like use pennies. But then I've been told that that's a lie, only in certain like districts or areas. So
Okay,
it's like
I don't know
that's
about
why
that.
when you said everything, I'm like, I don't know how
Okay,
far.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I was.
Well, I meant like the
In Nintendo
necessities,
world,
like
like
well, like
drinks
no,
and-
in general, in Japan, like if you're going with uncomfortable shoes, you could just buy a pair of slippers in the vending machines,
yeah.
or like forgot something happened to your boxers. The vending machine has a pair of boxers for you, so that's what I mean.
Man,
Like,
you then.
Yeah, man. I got no vending machines here.
We got Coke.
and whenever we do,
You got COVID? Is that what you
no
said?
Coke and chip machines.
and whenever we do, they don't work. They just steal your money. These
I know what vending
Like the
machines.
bags?
I don't know what vending
It
machines
sounds like you
going
got a
to,
personal. Sounds like you got a personal vendetta with vending machines.
every time I go to vending machines, it's either like I usually go on the sodas, they sold out, or the chips I want get stuck.
What
No.
chips are you trying to buy? You don't get his little hit on the glass, and make him fall.
Nah, bro. I do that, but then I want to look like a fool.
I
and
put my money into that machine. I ain't getting what's supposed to. I might get an extra bag. It's cool.
I just put another $1 in and just get 2 bags and fuck it, just call it a day.
Hey, that's,
But you gotta understand, these vending machines are taller than I am. So how am I supposed to?
Give a good shoulder tackle.
just break the glass.
Just like take out
Just
everything.
break the glass. Okay. So you don't like vending machines. It's okay. You don't have to. All right, and okay, Japan. That's not bad.
Yeah, Nintendo World. That's a
I've never
pretty
heard of
straightforward answer. Like he got his destination. He knows exactly where we're going. What he's doing.
All right, and all right. Well, that's the end of the question. Is there anything you want to say? Any last comments?
Nah,
Anything you want to include?
I'm just glad I made it to here. Made it. I got a spot.
Tell him where to find you. Tell him your government name.
No, what?
Nah, don't. If you ever call me by my government name, we are no longer friends.
Besides me, because I do it all the
Nah,
time.
Vontae, that includes you.
I do it all the
Damn.
time still.
Nah, I told you. You call me that so many times that I let it slide, but the next time you call me that, I'm blocking you off for everything. We are no longer friends.
That's
Why?
cool.
Why don't
I'll
you like
test
your
it out
government
soon.
name?
It's because I'm already used to people saying JoJo. So it's just like when people call me by my full name, Joe, it's just,
You know you in trouble.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the whole
exactly.
point.
Te van a regañar.
Stop. It brings back nightmares. But yeah, just don't ever call me by my government name.
Yeah, bro. Out of respect. Out of respect.
Stop. I can see you. Yeah, it's like you picking a fight right now. Stop.
All right. So where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. I really don't know I think it's Mojo Jojo with underscores. And instead of the O's, it's zeros on Instagram. So I barely post nothing. So, but when I do, it means something memorable to me. So, but yeah, that's the only way. And I kind of don't like sharing my social media out there.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So you don't want to say nothing?
You got no words for the people?
And no words for the people?
Uplifting message.
Nah, not really. Just do your thing and stay busy.
There you go. Do your thing. Stay busy.
you-
Hey. Hold on. I got one more question. Hamburgers or pizza?
I come from the East Coast, bro. Pizza.
Pizza. Thank you.
Pizza.
Thank you for that. Actually.